In a surprising move, Queen Mary of Denmark made a heartfelt announcement at the royal palace that immediately captured the public's attention. Breaking her silence during a press conference, she introduced a new national initiative called Mindful Denmark, focusing on an issue that many shy away from: mental health. This moment felt heavier than the usual royal appearances, and there was an unmistakable seriousness in her tone as she highlighted a cause that was clearly personal to her. The announcement wasn't a mere formality. Queen Mary, who had largely stayed quiet about this issue in the past, spoke with a deep sense of urgency, emphasizing the dire need for open discussions about mental health across Denmark. Mental well-being, she stressed, is as crucial as physical health, and it's time we gave it the same attention. Her words hit home, resonating with a country where mental health, though not often publicly addressed, affects countless lives in silence. This initiative, Mindful Denmark, isn't just a symbolic gesture. It is a comprehensive program designed to provide practical resources for anyone struggling with mental health challenges. Workshops will be organized to build mental resilience, while community support programs will offer spaces for conversations that, up until now, many have hesitated to have. Queen Mary spoke passionately about breaking the stigma that keeps so many from seeking help, urging her citizens to see mental health as a shared responsibility. The Queen's message was clear: Denmark must embrace a culture where discussing mental health is no longer taboo, but a normal part of everyday life. She pointed out that while the country has made significant progress in physical health care, the psychological well-being of its people had been left somewhat in the shadows. With Mindful Denmark, she aims to bring mental health out of the dark, ensuring that no one feels they have to suffer alone. The reaction to Queen Mary's initiative has been overwhelmingly positive. Within hours of her speech, social media was flooded with messages of support. Many praised her for using her platform to shine a light on an issue that is too often ignored, while others expressed their relief that the monarchy was finally addressing a problem that affects millions. The press, which typically covers the monarchy with a mix of reverence and skepticism, was united in its praise, calling Queen Mary's leadership compassionate and visionary. In the streets and homes across Denmark, the announcement has sparked conversations that have long been buried under the pressures of daily life. Families are beginning to talk openly about the mental struggles they faced, struggles that, until now, were often kept private. For many, this royal endorsement of mental health awareness feels like a turning point, a sign that it's okay to admit when you're not okay. But behind the applause lies a sobering reality. Mental health challenges are pervasive, and for many, the road to healing is long and uncertain. Queen Mary's initiative, while a bold first step, faces the immense task of reaching those who are suffering in silence. The question that lingers in the minds of many is whether Mindful Denmark will truly reach those who need it most. Will the workshops, the community programs, and the mental health resources be enough to combat the deep-rooted stigma and the sheer volume of people needing help? Queen Mary's focus on mental health awareness reflects a broader shift in the role of the monarchy, which is increasingly seen not just as a symbol of tradition but as an institution that must address modern societal challenges. In recent years, the Danish monarchy has been evolving, and this initiative feels like a significant step in that transformation. Queen Mary's decision to lead this campaign demonstrates her deep commitment to the well-being of her people, showing that she is not content to stand idly by as her citizens face growing psychological pressures. The widespread support for Mindful Denmark has also sparked a broader conversation about the role of public figures in advocating for social issues. Queen Mary's announcement has encouraged other influential figures to speak out, creating a ripple effect across Denmark's media landscape. From celebrities to political leaders, voices that once stayed silent on mental health are now joining the call for action. Yet, even as Denmark rallies behind the Queen's message, there remains a feeling of unease. Mental health is a deeply personal and often painful subject, and there are those who fear that the initiative, while well-intentioned, may not be enough to address the country's growing mental health crisis. For some, the challenge is not just breaking the stigma but finding the resources to get help in a system that may already be stretched thin. As Queen Mary concluded her speech, there was no grand fanfare, no dramatic gesture, just a quiet call for change that left the room filled with a sense of gravity. The initiative has been launched, but the hard work is just beginning. The country is watching, hopeful but wary, as Mindful Denmark embarks on a journey to heal a nation's unseen wounds. Only time will tell whether this moment will be remembered as the turning point in Denmark's mental health landscape, or just another fleeting royal effort.